Why would you trust a copycat? Unless you're looking for something cheap and shoddy, you probably wouldn't buy one of those discount brands you find at the dollar stores. You know, the kind made to look like copies of something better. When the trends move along, copycats straggle behind, looking for something new and flashy to rip off. So when it comes to your brand or organization, there's not a faster way to undermine yourself, discourage your team, and break trust with your customers than being a copycat. When it comes to branding, the high road is also the best one. After all, you're remarkable, and the people trying to find you need you as you really are. Copying someone's brand comes quick and easy, but just like that knockoff denim from the dollar store, it's gonna fray and it fades real fast. It's often easy to produce copycat creative, ways of expressing your brand that just duplicates whatever worked for somebody else. It might mean using a color scheme that a company you admire uses. It might mean trying to write in the same voice and tone that your competition writes in. It might mean using a certain template you've seen somewhere else, or Googling what brands do millennials like, and writing an email to your marketing team that says, yeah, do that. If a certain brand expression is working for your competitor, it isn't as though they have a magical logo or website layout that's doing all that work for them. What's working for them is that their brand matches the reality of their employees' and customers' experiences. You're different from your competitor. Maybe it worked for them, but it probably won't work for you. Let other brands tell their story. Your identity has a grain to it, like a piece of wood, and it will wear you out to constantly try to cut against that grain. Tell your own story. Other companies are just as capable as you are of copying and pasting whatever the industry leader is doing. Superficial branding and copycat creative are as easy for your competitors to replicate as they are for you. The surest way to lead isn't to follow what the leaders are doing. Rather, it is to head somewhere with clear intention and purpose in mind, and to communicate the value and importance of what you are doing. Nobody wants to work for a company that's deceiving its customers, telling a false brand story, and actively faking it. Maybe the lie isn't intentional. Maybe the company intends well, but it has a bad case of imposter syndrome, and so it's trying hard to be something it isn't. But it's kind of like one of those times when someone needs to tell the boss that his shirt's on backwards. It's way too awkward to broach that topic, and nobody wants to say anything. So instead, they just shake their heads and leave to find a better job. Superficial branding can have the same effect. When an organization's employees wish they could explain that the brand just doesn't fit, that the choices don't feel right, that the look and feel of the company don't match, it's an awkward thing to talk about. Superficial branding undermines your team. But more than that, it forces them to put on a show for your customers. That means they can't relate to people in a fully honest and sincere way. That means they can't build authentic relationships with those people. You can pour as much money as you want into marketing, but if the way your brand expresses itself is all for show, you're undermining the future of your own business. On the other hand, if you empower your team with your authentic brand that resonates with them, then they can help that brand resonate with your customers. That builds loyalty and strong relationships, which create trust, allowing you to work less while profiting more. So, if you want to grow your business while serving customers, clients, and even team members the best that you can, don't copy. Don't use your brand expression, your look, or website to make promises you can't keep. And if you like the idea of being honest and confident and the goal of building sincere relationships based on trust, then maybe give us a call. We're excited to help B2B companies discover their authentic identity and express it through their verbal and visual presence in all their interactions. We know it takes work, and that's why we've developed a ton of resources. A lot of them are free that you can check out at resoundcreative.com. We know that you're remarkable, and we also know that the world needs remarkable brands like yours, just as they are.